Hey Tumblr, okay, so I got out of class 4 hours early today because I have two canceled classes. I don't know why. I'm gonna blame September 11th because I can. It's okay. I'm not sad about it, but I thought I'd do the Tumblr challenge while I am waiting for my brother to get home from school. Yeah, so the words you were supposed to pronounce when you were doing this. I'll just pronounce them. Yeah, okay. So, ant, roof, root, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, sure, data, I say it both ways, ruin, crayon, New Orleans, pecan, both again, probably, spitting image, I say spitting image, like, really fast, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, caught, naturally, aluminum, envelope. Okay. When I'm being sarcastic, I call it an envelope. Because I imagine that's like what highbrow type people call an envelope. Anyway, questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? TPing house. I did this 2 weekends ago because I'm still 16. Things are making noise, I'm sorry. What is the bug that when you touch it curls into a ball? A potato bug, I think. It's been a while since I've thought about bugs or in nature, really, to be honest. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? Soda? Most people that I know call it pop. Pretty much everyone I know calls it pop, but I call it soda because I just do. Because I don't. Pop sounds funny. What do you call gym shoes? Tennis shoes. What do you say to address a group of people? I usually start with like, hey guys. Sometimes I just go, people, listen. Like, people. Because my French teacher always used to do that. If he would speak English, he wouldn't say guys because guys is obviously a masculine plural thing. I'm not going to pretend I remember any of what he taught me, but he used to say people instead of guys. So I just kind of picked that up because in French class we weren't allowed to just like address your people guys. It had to be people. Sometimes if it's just girls, I'll just be like, hey girls, like, I don't know. Either way. What do you call the kind of spider or spider-like creature that has an oval shape and extremely long legs? A spider? A daddy long leg? Is that what they're trying to get at with the long leg thing? It's a spider. It's an extremely big spider that I'm going to scream and then ask somebody to kill it for me. What do you call your grandparents? Grandma and grandpa on both sides of my family. That's all. That's it. There are no other appropriate pronouns for them. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries to the supermarket? First of all, I don't call it a supermarket. I call it a grocery store. Just thought I'd, throw that out there. I don't think anyone calls it a supermarket around here. It's a grocery store, and it's a cart. Sometimes grocery cart, but it's a cart. And what do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? Rain? Mist? Is that what they're getting at? When it's not really raining? I don't know. I just call it rain because it's raining. But usually it's not really raining if the sun is shining. It's probably like a drizzle or a light sprinkle. Because when you're from the Northwest, rain is like different. There's different words depending on how hard it's raining. So it probably is like a light sprinkle if it's sunny. But I just call it rain in general. It's just rain. I don't know what else they're trying to get at, to be honest, with that question. What is the thing you change the TV channel with? Ha! I call it a flipper because that's what my dad calls it. And I asked my mom about this before I did this because I was like, why do we call it a flipper? She said that because back in the old days, someone had to get up and flip the channel, like, on the actual TV itself, and that's why my dad calls it a flipper. But I either call it a flipper or a channel changer because that's also what my dad calls it, but that's so not, like, does not roll off the tongue. So I don't know why I call it either of those, but if I'm at someone else's house or I'm not like really comfortable with people I'm with, I will call it a remote because that's what people call it. I mean, that's like what you're supposed to call it. Otherwise, I call it a flipper or a channel changer because that's what my dad called it. I don't think that's like a thing that Northwesterners do. And then the last one is, do you think you have an accent? I probably do. I don't think I do. I think that we don't really have any like words or anything that are really unique to our region, or any pronunciations that are super unique to our region of the world. But I definitely don't sound like a southerner, or I don't sound French or like Asian. I do realize Asia's not a country, but I'm just like saying generally I don't sound like, obviously I have an accent. People would probably guess I'm American, maybe Canadian, because I've had people think I'm Canadian before when I go to international like competitions and talk to international people from all over the world. They think I'm Canadian by my accent, and then they look at my name tag and they're like, oh, actually you're from Washington. Sometimes I get Canadian. I don't know. I've never actually heard a Canadian speak. I've only heard like parodies and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I do sound Canadian. I don't know. I think I sound Canadian when I talk really fast because I get lazy and my pronunciation gets really narrow. So it's like took and I say a boot and things kind of like that. Yeah. Okay. So that was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed this incredibly long video of me talking about my accent or lack thereof. Okay, I have to let my dog outside and do homework. So I will see you all later, and hope you're having a good day. And yeah, okay, bye!